All right. Hey, how are you, Briar?
Good.
Thanks for coming by this afternoon. I know you've had a busy day and it's kind of the end of the day of school, so I appreciate you taking some time to stop by and visit with me. So, we have been visiting about a little bit throughout the year, but just kind of refresh a little bit of what's going on in your life. You live with Mom, and who else lives at that house?
My stepdad.
Mom and stepdad.
And my two sisters.
And two sisters. And you. 5 of you?
And 2 dogs.
And 2 dogs. Tell me about the dogs. What are their names?
Louie and Lady.
Oh, what kind of dogs are they?
I don't know.
Are they big, little?
Little.
How big? Can you hold them?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet you love them. Are they indoor dogs?
Indoor and outside.
They go both, yeah. I got that. Very good.
Because they're inside today.
They're inside because it's cold outside. Yeah, and it was so warm yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
That was a little crazy, wasn't it? We got to wear shorts yesterday and hoodies today. So, yeah, the weather's been just a little weird, which makes it hard because we've been inside recess, inside everything today. And that makes it kind of long days, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Well, I just want to remind you that anything you say to me is just between me and you. I won't share it with anyone else. The only other person that will see the video will be my teacher and my professor in college. So she will look at it. But other than that, I won't discuss what we discuss with anyone else unless I thought you were, someone was hurting you, or you were hurting yourself, or someone else was in danger and I knew about it. So I would have to tell someone then. But other than that, everything that we say is just between us. Okay? Does that sound okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, sounds good. All right, so we had talked a little bit about some things going on in your classroom. Can you remind me about what we talked about?
Aussie bullying.
Yeah. So you were having trouble with a student, and was he bullying you?
Brayston.
He was bullying Brayston. I see. Okay, and so you noticed it, and are you friends with both of them? Yeah. So, did you say anything to Ozzy about it when it happened?
Not yet, but should I?
Yeah, that's something we could talk about. Like, should you or should you not, or how do you feel about that? Do you think when you see something like that happening and it's a friend of yours, do you think, is that something you think you could do, is ask him or talk to him about it, or what do you think?
Ask him.
Ask him. What do you think you could say to him that maybe...
Could you please stop bullying Brayston?
That's just straightforward, isn't it? Just, hey, do you think you could stop bullying Brayston? And are y'all pretty good friends, you and Ozzy?
Me and Brayston.
You and Brayston are good friends. I see.
But Ozzy's trying to force me to be his friend.
Right.
So I really can't get out of it because he's saying like kind things to me.
I see. He's being nice to you.
Yeah.
But then he's being rude to your friend.
Yeah.
Boy, you're a good friend. Because it's, some kids would just be like, well, he's not bothering me, so who cares? But it bothers you that he's mistreating your friend. That says a lot for you. I think so. So how does that make you feel when he bullies your friend? Yeah, you could take your time.
Kind of
Yellowish, like yellow zone, which is kind of like you're not out of control, but you're not happy about it either. You're like bothered about it.
Yeah.
And wish it wasn't happening. Yeah. Now, does Ozzy do that to other people or just to Brayston?
Some people too.
Other people too.
Remember
Yeah. So yeah. Well, I think it wouldn't hurt to asking, if he thinks that he could quit bullying Brayston, and maybe even tell him, hey, Brayston, I like being friends with you too, but Brayston's my friend too, and I don't really like it when you mistreat him. Yeah. So do you think that's possibly a plan?
Yeah.
That you could make and talk to him about it maybe tomorrow, or do you think it would be better to talk to him about it when he's bullying him, or maybe a time when he's not bullying him and you and him are just like in class or talking and go, like, hey, I've been noticing you've been kind of mean to Brayston. You think maybe, because if he's actually doing it right at the time, sometimes things get, like, he might get more angry than if he was just talking to you in class and you're like, hey, we've been hanging out and it's been fun, but, I also like hanging out with Brayston, and hey, I've noticed sometimes you're kind of mean to him, and then maybe he would listen. And if he doesn't, do you have any other ideas? What if he doesn't listen? What if he says, no, I like to bully Brayston, or I'm gonna, he's not my friend, so I'm gonna treat him like that anyway. Then what are you gonna do? Do you have a plan about that? How would you respond if he said no?
I would have two.
Okay.
Tell the teacher or tell his mom.
Yes, yeah.
Because he would listen to his mom.
Do you know his mom? Him and his mom?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you think you could talk to her maybe, or your teacher? I think letting your teacher know what's going on is not a bad idea. That you've noticed that he's, doing some bullying, and that, if she could just keep an extra eye out, that you notice he has especially is saying things to Brayston, and that, it's bothering you. Has Brayston mentioned anything about it?
He was, every time Ozzy has talked to him, he said, can you please stop bullying me? And Ozzy's like, he never responds back, so.
He just ignores it.
Yeah, and that's why I don't even know if he's going to respond back to me.
Right. You don't. You don't until you try, right? So I think, you're just going to have to give it, a chance. Give him a chance to respond back, and let him know how you feel. That it's making me feel a little bit uneasy and uncomfortable, and like, I just don't like it. And then see, and maybe even let him know, if it keeps on, I'll have to report it to the teacher, and I don't want you to get in trouble, because you're my friend too. Yeah, I think that's a really good plan. So, anything else that you'd like to talk about? Everything else in class is going pretty good.
Yep.
It's good. How about at home?
Yeah.
Good. That's great. Now, do you play any sports or any outside activities?
No, but I do want to play two.
Ooh,
Soccer,
really?
but I already have a trophy of.
Oh, you've played before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to do it again and get another. And I want to play football.
Yeah. Very good. So have you talked to your mom and dad about that?
Mhm.
Are they good with it?
Yep.
Oh, very good. So are you thinking about signing up?
Mhm.
That's good. That sounds like fun. Do you know when will you do soccer soon? Soccer's in the spring, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so probably not very long. That's great. Are you excited about it?
Yep.
Good. Do any of your friends play? We're meeting right now, okay? You're what now?
Not yet.
Not yet. Very good. Well, I think that sounds like a good plan. I think exercise is something good for you, and will help you to be stronger, and it will also help in lots of other ways, like stress. Like, do you ever get stressed out? You sound like it's kind of stressful for you when Ozzy's bullying.
Yeah.
That feels stressful. So when you exercise, that's a good opportunity to get some of that stress out. Do you have any other stress that you stress about? Do you stress about school?
No.
And your work? Anything about your work? Is your
Not
work
anymore.
easy, or we were having some stress about it? What area were you stressing about?
Extra math.
How's that going now?
Good.
Good, you're doing better at it? What did you do to fix or help you not stress about it? Did it just start getting easier, or just start getting a little easier? So what level are you at?
I don't have an actual level, but I already finished pluses, but I'm in minuses.
That's fantastic. So you've already gotten your little certificate for your addition. Very good, and you're working on subtraction. That feels good. Do you feel proud about that?
Yep.
I'm proud of you too. I'm really proud of you. And then, how are you doing in reading?
Good.
Good. Does your teacher go over with you your levels and things, like how you did last time to how you did this time? Good. Did you improve?
Yep.
Fantastic. That's awesome. Now, I know your mom just started working full time here at our school, and I've wondered how you're feeling about that.
Good.
Tell me about it.
Since she's working, I like it. Because now she's at recess duty. Now she can play with us.
Yes, yeah. So she gets to see you all throughout the day, off and on. Yeah. Does it make you feel like, do any of the other kids ever say anything about your mom being here?
Every day.
Every day. What kinds of things do they say?
Hey, there's Briar's mom.
Oh, yeah. How's that make you feel? Can you think of a word?
Kind of in yellow, because they're always saying, like, there's Briar's mom, like, every time.
Yeah.
10 times that.
And you just get tired of it. Like, really, I know she's my mother. Yeah. She brought me to school, and she's going to take me home. I know my mother. You don't have to point her out every time we see her. Yeah, maybe they're just excited because she's here too. But sometimes it can be kind of stressful. Like if she gets on to someone and then they don't like that or something. But you may not have had that happen yet. But I know when I taught in the same building that my kids were in, sometimes it was kind of hard on them because everyone's like, yeah, but your mom's a teacher, and sometimes that could make it kind of hard. But so far it's been super good. Yeah, and you love having her here. We love having her here. She's doing a good job. Yeah, so I'm glad about that. How's it with having a sister here?
Good.
Good. Y'all get along pretty good? Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Now next year you'll be going to Cross Timbers.
Yep.
Which is 3rd grade. How are you feeling about that?
Kind of worried because my sister in 5th grade's leaving. So
that would have been neat if you were there together. Yeah. But she's already been there, so that she'll know some teachers and stuff, and maybe she can introduce you to some of the teachers that she had, which would be nice.
And she could also help me on the laptop. Because you have to take those home and do tests at home when you're also busy.
Really? So they get laptops instead of iPads, like Chromebooks or whatever. That's cool. Are you excited about that, having your own?
No, because they make you take them on breaks when you're busy too. And when you're on a break and you wake up in the morning, you have to get on it quick, or because the whole class is going to be on there.
Really?
Yep.
So they have group meetings on theirs?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's going to be interesting and different.
And also, you also got to put on clothes very quick, and you have to try to log in.
Right. And then if you have trouble, then that's stressful probably, Yeah, so it's going to be a little different, a little bit harder there maybe, just because you're getting older, and so, that is going to be something to think about. Have you thought about some things that could help when you're thinking about starting over there? One thing, having the sister, do you ever go to programs or anything like her honor choir stuff? Or
I do.
so while you're there, you can look around. You could even have her show you around. You know, say, hey, sister, would you take me, you know, and kind of show me where third grade's at, and kind of show me where the cafeteria is and the PE room. Have you gotten to go to their cafeteria? So you already know some stuff. So you're kind of got a better advantage than some people do, because they might not have ever even been in the building. You've already been there to programs, and they have a huge playground, which is so nice. You're going to enjoy that. It's like being out in a pasture, you know, it's so huge. And they have a walking track, and they walk laps on their mileage club. And so that's a fun thing to do, is work as a team with your friends there to earn miles to get to certain locations, and then they have a party when you get there. So that's really fun. That's a really fun thing to do. So you know, having her there is going to be a definite advantage, I would think. Can you think of anything else that would help you to get ready for being there?
Not yet. But I can figure some out soon when I get there.
Yeah. Do you know any of the teachers?
Miss Qualls.
That's right. And she's a third grade teacher. You already know one of the third grade teachers. Maybe you'll get Miss Qualls. She's amazing.
Miss Wallers?
Yes.
That's the only two I know.
Those are the two you know. But that's fantastic. Having a teacher that's there that you already know makes it so much easier. Because if you have anything you need, you know you can go to them and ask and have a good relationship with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's also very hard to remember all those teachers there.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, because they have 3 grades. So they have, instead of having, like we have 7 first grade, 7 second grade, they have 7 third grade, 7 fourth grade, 7 fifth grade. So yeah, and so you'll be the younger group there, but yeah, you'll love it there. They have lots of fun activities. They have a great PE teacher that you'll enjoy. They do lots of activities like the color run. Have you ever seen anything about it? Or have you done the color run? It's where they have like a kind of like a race, and they run around a track, and people throw like colored powder on them. They wear white. Everyone wears white T-shirts, and then they throw powder on them, and it's kind of a special fun activity they do on a Saturday, and it's really, really special.
I actually don't know about that.
You haven't heard about that, so that's something to look forward to. And are you going to plan on joining honor choir?
No.
No, you don't like to sing?
No, I don't want to go out there and see 1,000 people.
You're just not into it. Yeah, well, there's a lot of other things, and you may decide you want to. I know my son, he really didn't love to sing, but he loved all the activities that they got to do when they were involved in honor choir, so he ended up joining it so he could do all the fun activities. Like they have a travel day, and they go to different schools and sing. Like when they came here last year, do you remember? Was your sister with them when they came?
Yeah.
Well, that's neat. So they have lots of things like that we can you can take part in and see. So it's kind of fun. Yeah. So is there anything else you're worried about going over there?
No.
No, pretty much just it's just anything different. And then too, your mom and sister will be here. The other sister will be at middle school, so that will just be the first time you've kind of been by yourself. But you were here in first grade by yourself.
Yep.
And you did great. I mean, who did you have in first grade?
Miss Donaghy.
Oh, she's wonderful, isn't she?
And everyone who was in Miss Donaghy's are in, after this year, they're going to be in 5th.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, they're in 4th right now.
Mm-hmm. That's great. Well, I think that will be really neat that you will get to do that. Well, it's been great visiting with you, and I want you to keep me updated. I want to talk to you again. We'll meet maybe next week, and kind of see how it went talking to Ozzy. And then if that's not working, maybe you and I and Ozzy could meet and just kind of let you talk to him about how it's making you feel, and that we want to keep that friendship with him without damaging your friendship with Preston, who you also like to spend time with. So we'll do that, and then as we get closer to moving over to the new school in 3rd grade, we'll go over and take a tour, and that will be nice to get to walk through the building, see all the things, ask questions, meet the principal. They have a great assistant principal too. I know the principal and the assistant principal, and they're wonderful, and you'll really like them. So that will help you kind of get used to the building and actually ask questions, and meet all the teachers and walk through the classes, and kind of like they do with 1st grade coming over here and kindergarten coming over here, when they do the walkthrough. We'll do something like that. So that'll make it a little easier to already kind of know what's going on and what to expect. Okay? Well, I sure appreciate you coming by today. You have a great afternoon, and I will see you tomorrow at school.
Okay.
All righty, bye-bye.